All right, we'd like to welcome Ludvig Aberg here to the interview area at the 2025 Farmers Insurance Open. Ludvig, this is your second time playing here at T9 last year. How much are you looking forward to this week after having some success here last year?
Yeah, San Diego is my favorite place in the world. It feels like I just love it. It's almost like you're looking down at the water, and it gives me a little bit of peace. So I like coming here. It's a big boy golf course, and really looking forward to it.
Can you talk a little bit about the challenges presented to players here at Torrey Pines?
Yeah, it's South Course is obviously known for its length and the thick rough, and being able to drive it well is going to be important. Some of these holes are going to be hard to reach from the rough. If you get some, you can draw some thick lies, can't really reach some of the par fours. And then, you just got to hit the shots and execute.
Awesome. We'll open it up to questions from the media. If you can, just raise your hand. We'll start with Dan.
Seems like you were, sorry, my voice is in a rough spot. Seems like you were kind of a breakout star a little bit of TGL. You played great, and there were some awesome moments. You reflected on kind of how that went, and have you noticed an uptick? I don't know if it's in your socials or people reaching out to you saying like, hey, that was really cool.
I thought it was cool. I thought it was really cool. It was definitely different, and going into, I didn't really know what to expect, I guess, but I've always been so jealous of other athletes being able to have that stadium feel and environment, and I thought it was the coolest thing, kind of having music playing, and you can kind of pick the songs that you like, and you have the walkouts, and I thought it was definitely something that I really enjoyed, and I think it because I watched it last week too when I was home, and it brings a little bit of a different audience, I think, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the season.
Let's stay over here on the right side.
Yeah, Ludvig, there's so much to like about your golf swing. What do you like about it? What's your favorite part?
Good question. No, I think when it's good, when it's on, it's really nice, and I like the simplicity of it, and that's the way that me and my coach were working. We're not trying to reinvent anything. We're trying to keep it very simple. I understand the technical part of golf, but I'm not obsessed with it. I'm not diving super deep into those conversations, and I know my swing, I know my tendencies, and that's really all I try to do. And then, because golf is hard enough as it is, that I try to keep it as easy as I can.
Come down here to left, Paul.
Hey, Ludvig. Just wondering how you feel about kind of building a season. You had a strong result at the Century, and I just feel like when the players get off to strong starts, it usually helps them kind of maintain it throughout the year. When you look back at some of the best seasons, they always seem to start strong. How important is that, kind of getting off to a hot start? Do you prescribe to that?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, any tournament that you want to play, whether it's early in the season or late in the season, you want to play well. And obviously, playing these events here on the West Coast, you got Torrey, Pebble, and a few other ones are really hard courses. And if you can get off to a nice start, and for me, it's all about, yes, I'm very result driven, but I also want to be able to feel like my golf swing is working the way I want to, and I'm able to hit the shots that I want to, and with that, if I'm pleased with that, hopefully results will come. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to these next couple of weeks, and hopefully we can keep going in 25.
Go to the back.
Ludvig, talk about your time. We were talking earlier when we were talking about you playing in Lubbock, and it's the windiest place on the planet. Not sure if it's going to be windy this weekend and whatnot, but kind of talk about your days in Lubbock and how you kind of adjust to the wind. If it's windy out here this week, you'll kind of already have like a kind of grasp on in playing in the wind.
Lubbock is very different from Sweden, where I grew up, and I had a lot of stereotypes going in, and they were all true. But no, I really enjoyed my time in Lubbock. I thought it was great. I made a lot of friends for a long time, and I keep going back as much as I can. Went back for the Cincinnati football game last year, and went to a couple of basketball games last spring too. So it's always going to be sort of my second home in America. But it was a lot of wind, especially in the springtime when it was kind of switching from cold to warm, and there was no, it was just go out and play, figure it out, and I think that helped me quite a bit.
Come down here, Tom.
Ludvig, a couple of them. What is it about you, and I would ask more on the mental side than even the physical side, about your approach to the game that you've been able to rise as fast as you have, given how deep the competition is out here?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I'm very comfortable in my own skin. I'm not trying to be someone else that I'm not. I know I'm me, and that's not going to change whether I play golf or not. And I try to keep it very simple, like I said before, with my golf swing. Most things that I do in life are very easy. It's very simple. I'm not very difficult. So that's kind of the way I like to approach it. And so far it's been good to me, and all I can do is try to keep going that way.
Guys have a lot of choices in this West Coast swing on what to play, what not. Obviously, you played really well here last year. How did Torrey, beyond your love of kind of the look of it, how did Torrey kind of get on your schedule relative to other places?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Torrey, first off, visually, I love Torrey. It's so nice to be out here, and the weather is so nice, and the air feels so crisp when you come out of the doors. And then the golf course, I feel like I like it. It suits me. You need to drive it well. You need to hit it high to get into some of these greens and putt it well. So I like my chances when I'm playing at Torrey. So that's one of the reasons why I had it circled on my calendar, and it's a nice place to start the year, and looking forward to keep it going.
It's still an if, but if the Genesis Invitational were to be played here, would you be a fan of that?
No pushback from me. Bring it here, please.
We'll go to Paul here.
Ludvig, if you kind of look at your stats just through the early part of your career, if there was one kind of average or below average, that'd be around the greens. Mm-hmm. Just wondering, anything particular in the off season or anything you're focusing on right now as it relates to kind of around the green
this year?
Go ahead, MK.
And then, so this is your third season that you're a part of. When you look at where you started in each year, would you say this might be the strongest confidence level you've had in starting a new calendar year?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I feel like physically I'm in a good spot. I'm swinging it nice. Just bought a house, so those things are a little bit sorted too. I don't live with I'm not living with my friends anymore, so got a little bit more control. So yeah, I'm definitely, coming back to tournaments is one thing too. That makes it a lot easier. You kind of know where to eat and know where to go and know where player dining is going to be at. So those things takes away a lot of stress, especially Monday through Wednesday, knowing the golf courses as well. So hopefully I can use that and play good golf this year.
Any more questions for Ludvig? We'll go back to Todd.
Sorry, just a bit off track. Your favorite club ever in your bag and why?
My favorite club ever?
Yeah, your favorite club in your bag.
I like my 7-wood. I feel like I can hit it a lot of different ways. It's very versatile. I can hit it high, I can hit it low, turn it over, cut it. So I would say I like that one. Not that long. It was actually this tournament last year was the first time I used it. So we kind of played around with it a little bit earlier in the year, me and my caddy Joe, and felt like this was a good week to try it out because there's some long par threes, some long par fours, and you can almost, if you get a half decent line to rough, you can sort of hit it out there. So I'm not gonna leave it out of the bag anytime soon.
We'll go last question here to Paul.
You just mentioned Joe, and it had a thought that popped in my mind. I'm just wondering, like, everyone's kind of known him as a great caddy for a long time with who he's been with in the past, but I'm just wondering now that you've kind of had a year with him, if there's anything you've kind of appreciated that maybe you didn't expect when you first started working with him?
Yeah, I mean, I knew going into the partnership with Joe that I got a world-class caddy and a world-class human being, so I'm super happy with him being next to me, and it feels like when everything is kind of swirling around you can always lean on Joe, which is a really good quality that I appreciate a lot. But he's helped me kind of view golf a little bit different. Certain shots that, he's so good at kind of figuring out what shot to hit at the right time and where to leave it and those things. So I've gotten smarter at golf, I would say, since he started helping me, and hopefully we can get a little bit smarter next year too.
All right, Ludvig, thank you for the time and best of luck this week.
Thank you.